This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
Okay, ready? Okay, we're here in Pompeii. This is a dining room that was preserved. It's been preserved in its original form for almost 2,000 years. So you say, what does this have to do with Jewish history? What ramification, halacha l'maisa, could this possibly have? There is a very important area of halacha called Shiurim. How much matzah do you have to eat? How big does the kais have to be? How much mar do you have to eat? It goes by kabeya, the size of an egg, kazayis, the size of a zayis. A kazayis is a half a beya. However, Rabbi Yehuda writes that our eggs must have shrunk half the amount. They're half as big as the ancient eggs. In other words, therefore, whenever Chazal say you need to eat an egg, you need to eat 2 eggs. Whenever Chazal say you need to eat an olive, you need to eat 2 olives. And the Mishnah Berurah says you should be machmer like this. So the question is, imagine then, could we find an egg that existed 2,000 years ago? Could we find an olive that existed 2,000 years ago? If we could, then maybe we no longer have to be machmer, this shita of Rabbi Yehuda and the Chazon Ish. And in fact, they found here in Pompeii eggs and olives. And our eggs and olives are exactly the same size that they were 2,000 years ago. Accordingly, many poskim write, Yalkut Yosef writes, that one does not have to be machmer on these shiurim. Instead, you could be meko, like the opinion of Reb Chaim Noah, that the eggs and the olives are exactly the same amount that they were 2,000 years ago. By the way, there's other evidence. For example, we have the kais of Rabbi Yisrael Salanter. Rabbi Yisrael Salanter's kais, size of Reb Chaim Noah. Chazon Ish, his own father, used the kais the size of Reb Chaim Noah. They showed the Chazon Ish. Chazon Ish says, halacha doesn't follow what your father does. Halacha follows the reality. But now we're seeing that maybe the reality has been preserved and has not changed. So that's a very interesting ramification of halacha. The ash that's fallen down here and has preserved things for 2,000 years may make a halachic nafkamina. Yalkut Yosef says, in fact, it does. Okay.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.